Crash, you get in. Everybody, give me a perception roll. Crash, this is at your full bonus. The penalty you had before was because of your vision.
Right.
22.
Hey. 23.
23 as well.
Holy
Okay.
shit. We are perception at...
Okay, Crash, you get in.
Perceptionists.
I give up.
Crash, you
I'm going
get
to switch
in.
language.
You immediately smell blood. And a smell you do not like. A smell you really don't like. It's not quite sulfury, but it's
It's regret.
it's kind of a burning smell. A smell that tends to come when followed by sharp pain. A smell that you smell when suddenly there's loud bangs and discomfort.
Like guns.
You smell, yeah. You distinctly just smell that sort of gunfire, that gun smoke smell, specifically in this building. Liberator. You kind of fly in and look around, and you're like, and the lights are on, right? And things haven't been ransacked. Things aren't knocked over, except with the little bit of a mess you just made from bits of doors flying places. There's kind of the blood trail, right? It goes around, and the weird thing is there's the blood trail. And there's cracks all through the tile floor, everywhere. Cracks where, like, literally half of the floor is like spider broken, right? Like something smashed into it or something, which is very sort of strange. And you're there, and you're kind of going to make your way around, and you just happen to, like, you're trying to be careful going around, and when you look into a cooler and someone had clearly been stocking it, so you can see the light on the other side, right? See the light on the other side in the outline of a figure inside the cooler, like behind, like in the stocking area.
The stocking area.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're like, Crash, you kind of smell that sort of like that gun smoke, whatnot, and you think that is one of the smells that you may have been smelling on your way in here. Now that you can kind of identify it, and like you can certainly smell the blood. It's pretty profound, and you can now hear the
Liberator, there was a gun.
I've seen there's someone here.
now.
Have I got to where the blood leads?
Hold
Does
on.
that?
Hold on. Meanwhile, out by herself, in the dark, in a tree, there's a... What are you doing here? There's too many of them. There's too many of them. And something touches your face. Fingers touch your face. You turn and look. It's just a branch.
Yeah.
Why does that branch put its finger in my mouth?
Right. Can I see anything?
Too many of me. Too many of me.
I don't see anything under me. Oh, man. Question. My chakrams come back to me, right?
Something touches your shoulder. Like literally.
I like swat at it, not knowing what it is. Like,
Branch
nothing?
leaves. Go to the tree.
All right. My chakrams come back to me, right?
Yes.
Immediately, or is it like delayed? Like if I drop one, I can.
I mean it's pretty quick.
I don't like this. I'll hold tight. I'll hold tight.
Okay. So, Liberator, you go around the corner, right? And there on the ground is someone in a kind of an all yellow rubber looking suit. Thick, spacious suit. Big, thick boots, right? In the suit, this rubber suit covers them from head down to toe, right? Like the suit kind of connects to their boots or tucked into their boots. They have thick gloves on, and like the suit even covers their head, and there's like a little sort of like shield, right? And they're just crawling in this what is effectively looks like a hazmat suit. Just crawling through the like crawling across the floor, the cracked sort of tile floor everywhere, just blood everywhere. Clearly you can see it's spreading out more. It looks like whoever this was, you know, this guy was crawling pretty fast at first, but now not so much. He is definitely on his belly. He does not seem to know that you're there, or at very least doesn't react to you kind of floating around the corner and seeing him there on the floor. The figure on the other side of the cooler does not move.
All right. Realistically, judging by, is there any way, like, judging by the amount of blood that this guy's lost, do I realistically know how long he's got left?
Do you have treatment?
Do I have treatment? That is a very good question. I don't believe I do. It would be an advantage, wouldn't it?
No, it would be a skill.
Skills.
It's under the skills treatment.
Treatment? No, I do not.
Give me an insight roll then.
I don't think any of us do, actually. We're the least, like...
so-
Someone's bleeding out. Ooh, sorry about that.
All right.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
I need to find insight because I have
It's a
no
skill.
idea. Skill. Oh, there it is. Okay, 19. Forgot my dice cam.
What
There goes
was
that
it?
purple one. 19 total.
19. Okay. Crash, what are you doing while Liberator kind of slowly floats around the corner following this blood trail?
He will also follow it.
Okay. Then Crash, you give me a insight roll as well.
Can I network?
14.
You could. You come around and Crash to you. You're like, oh, that is a grievously wounded animal. That animal is kaput. Like that's what you immediately think.
Okay.
Liberator, the problem that you have is one, no one's going to survive that amount of blood loss. Like in your head, like this guy is going really slow. They're only communicating in sort of groans. The thing that's bothering you is they're pretty desperately trying to get somewhere. And they don't have a wound on them that you can see. They're leaving a blood trail. So it's got to be somewhere on the front of them, as far as you can tell.
Okay. So I don't think, like, realistically, there's nothing that can be done to help this guy. I'm not entirely sure if he's going to be able to communicate. I want to go through that fridge.
So you're just looking at that guy, and then you're just going to go through the...
Yeah, I'll look at that guy. I mean, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing...
Nothing you can do for him, so you're
There's nothing I can do, and to be honest, there's nothing that he can do for us either. I mean, if not, I would have asked him. I would have, if he's communicating by a grunt, I don't speak grunt.
Okay.
There's something so
you are
fucked up
going
with you.
to you are going to go through the cooler towards what end? Are you going through to like hit it, grab it? What are you, or are you just trying to fly through?
I think the intention would be intimidate. So it would be a bit of a show of coming through. If there is something dangerous on the other side, I want them to know who not to fuck with.
All right. So, Crash, you watch as, Liberator's just kind of floating behind this person in this all sort of rubbery suit crawling on the ground. Liberator just kind of looks down at him, lifts his head up, and then he doesn't so much as pivot as he just laterals through like the cooler. Like he's just like
whoa.
Give me an intimidate check there, Liberator.
All right. Oh, Jesus, my intimidation shit. All right.
Oh, wrong dice.
All right, that's gonna be a 9.
Crash. He just flies through this cooler thing. Like, he just seems to like go through. To you, it probably feels like a wall because a cooler with a bunch of shelves and stuff in it, whatnot. Just kind of leaving this guy there, slowly crawling. It's certainly in pain. It's a wounded animal to you. You know what I mean? Liberator, you kind of fly through. And there's another one of those guys, the exact same sort of suit, just standing there. Does not budge. You fly through, bits of drink explode, splash all over him. He just stands there, black shield just facing you, unfazed by your fairly impressive and very bad wet performance.
Does he look like he's frozen or something like that?
Crash, what are you doing? Like, he flies through the thing. You kind of see him, like, smash through, and he turns, and he's clearly facing off against someone.
Right. And Crash can't tell what that is. Crash is going to look at the guy down, and he's like, he reaches down and says, "Where are you going, friend?" And then he kind of flips him over. Tried to cradle him.
So you reach down.
Oh, snap! There goes his spine.
Whoop.
And you look down.
He'll gently
like,
do it.
Okay.
Like, where you go, Ren? And you roll him over. Liberator, give me an insight roll. As you roll him over, and you look down, and the blood is
14.
coming from the man's face, or what was left of it. The black shield is shattered.
Ooh.
And inside, the entire face is just blown the fuck apart. Like, there's barely face there. All you see is this one desperate brown eye, bloodshot, looking at you. Like, there's nothing here. Like, it's coming from the fact that it's missing, like, half the mouth and jaw.
Oh.
He's like... Crash, give me a perception roll. What did you get on that, Liberator?
14.
Okay.
22.
Okay. Liberator, not so much as a flinch. It doesn't startle. It doesn't go to stop itself. It just stands there.
What, in a stance to, like, or just standing there?
Just standing there. Like, it's just kind of like a flat sort of, because the suit's kind of bulky, it's just down the other side. But literally, absolutely no movement from it when you crash through. Even like the bits of soda that splash on it, whatnot, zero movement. Whether they're frozen or not, or whether they absolutely do not care about your 9, you don't know.
All right.
Hold on.
So,
hold on. Crash, you got a 22, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You've seen that sort of wound before. And you can tell that sort of wound. That man was shot in the face.
Okay.
Like, you think it probably hit his cheek and just...
Well, sorry, friend. And he puts him down. Doesn't know what to do. He's like,
just set him back down.
He sets him back down. And he's like he's
we...
looking at his eye. Can he tell what he's gesturing, like where he's going at?
When you said put him down, I thought you meant like put him down.
No.
I was like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Sorry, friend. I mean, that's what you do to wounded animals, right? But
exactly. Yeah.
The eye is just kind of bleeding and definitely teary. Like, this person's in pain. In so much pain, Crash, that he is not looking at you in fear of you don't think?
Right.
Just fear of what's going on. What's up, Liberator?
I just read, do we have, like, comms?
Yes, because remember, you guys had them back at your first job. You have, like, little earbuds.
So what I'd probably do, seeing as I'm not getting a reaction out of this one, knowing that guy can't speak to us, I'll probably go, Halo, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You may want to get into this gas station quick. We've got someone who's not going to be around for long, but maybe you can connect with them somehow.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to be out here much longer. And I'll zip down as fast as my chakras will take me.
He's missing half his face.
Who's missing?
She gets flying down. And you fly on in. And you go around the corner. And you see Crash kind of over one of these guys in a hazmat suit, who's clearly been, like, shot or damaged in the face, right? Like, the black shield, like, the tinted shield that was over the face is just destroyed. And you see half of a person, almost unrecognizable. And then you kind of turn and look, and you see Liberator has flown through one of the cooler doors, and there's another one of these hazmat guys just kind of standing there like this, like just squared off against the slightly floating Liberator.
As Halo flies in, she is talking over the comm. She's like, whatever is out there is getting closer, and I don't think it's all together. She like starts looking at each like item, trying to like put two together. Like, did Liberator do that? What's going on? Like, she's very much so like.
He was shot in the face.
I don't. Puts both chakrams in a hand. I'll go over to the guy and kind of like reluctantly kind of kneel down, and I'll scan him, see what I can get out of him.
Kind of kneel down. Crash, you keeping an eye on Halo?
Mm-hmm.
And Liberator, you're still squaring off against this unmoving person?
Watching this one.
Liberator. Something touches your calf and slithers up the back of your leg to your knee.
I'll immediately swat at it.
You kind of turn and just like just broken cement sort of floor.
Do I see him do that?
You're busy just trying to mind read.
Okay. She doesn't call it mind reading, she scans.
Okay, so you kind of look down, take your chakrams in one hand, kind of look down. Crash, give me an insight roll.
And like, this is very reluctant. Like, this is not how she normally does this. She doesn't want to do it. It's a 1. Oh!
What, did you roll in that 1?
Nope.
Okay.
3.
All right. Yeah, so you're just paying attention. You don't notice Liberator react to something. You're just paying attention to Halo because, it's Halo. Halo, you look, and he's like, Alec, when are you coming back? I hate these missions. Babe, what am I gonna do? There's this, kind of short, red-headed woman. You know what I mean? Her hair's back in a messy bun. She's just wearing like a t-shirt and some pajama pants, clearly in a bedroom somewhere. What do I got to do? It's the job. It's what pays for all of this. Every time you go, you're gone for days. Baby, we're fighting the good fight here. You know that. Alec, I got a bad feeling about this. You say that every time I go out, baby. Like, Alec, please, just this one. Please don't go. Baby, it's just a couple days. I'll be right there. They're telling me I'm not even going out of the country this time. Just a couple days. Just a couple days. She's in a beautiful wedding dress. He's in a tux. There's beautiful green trees everywhere. A row of carpet, rows of seats. Everyone's gathered. There's mom and dad. He's fidgeting as he's looking at his soon-to-be wife. There's a flash. He's in boot camp, some sort of training. There's other men there, in t-shirts and just kind of like khaki sort of pants, you know what I mean, like cargo pants, and people are running around doing stuff. He's watches some people, and then someone kind of presses on him, and he turns and looks, and he gets looking down the kind of the sight of his gun, and then you make me a will save.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, that's okay, guys. I got a high number on that one. I'm a professional.
Famous last words.
I'm a professional. 25. Yeah. Just to make sure.
And then, yep. Then there's another flash, and then literally white television static. Like it hits your mind like it's like walking into a glass door you didn't know was there. Just like his life is flashing before his eyes, remembering stuff, and then literally white television static.
Did he die?
No.
It's just wiped. Or something's interfering with it.
Television static.
Oh, fuck that. No. Oh, God, a taser is here.
Sort of, you turn and sort of SWAT Liberator and look down, and the only thing you catch is that, you know, the floors of those coolers tend to be kind of like all just cement, you know, just like concrete. It's cracked. The entire thing is cracked. And perhaps most interestingly is the cracks seem to kind of spider out from this man's feet.
Right. It's gonna be a weird one. When you say cracked, does it look like something hit the ground, or does it look like something came up out of the ground?
I would say number 2.
Oh, shit.
It's buckled up.
You guys need to get off the ground.
Am I out yet? Or am I still in?
Yeah, you're just like that wall was so abrupt, like it hurt your head. Like it was loud.
I shake my head. My eyes are kind of watery, and as he's
his tongue kind of flopping out of where his mouth used to be.
Turn around, unicorn.
He turns around.
And I'll say, I'm sorry, Alec, and I'll chakra him down.
Vroom.
There's no saving him, right? Like, he's gonna have his faces like...
She says, turn around, Crash. And Crash, you turn around. Liberator, give me a perception roll.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. See, I've now changed dice, so so that's a 17 on the die. So that's going to be a 26.
You're like looking at that, and you're making the sort of and Liberator. Like there's the bits of like now that you think like something kind of upheaved it, whatnot. You watch some of it kind of like in the corner of the room kind of go like bits of concrete. And you kind of look at that and you're like, and then you kind of, there's this glow out of the corner and you turn and you just kind of turn your head a little bit because you're keeping a fucking eye on that. You turn your head a little bit and Halo just looks down at the person who has since been rolled over, and you hear her say, "I'm sorry, Alec." And she just one of those chopped him right in the chest, just whoomp, goes limp.
Liberator will. I'll take a note of that.
She's upset though. She's very upset. This isn't like a cold-hearted like put it out to me. Like she's very visibly upset, and under her breath is very like, I didn't sign up for this shit.
I won't say anything, but I'll watch it. I'll make a note of it. And then I'll turn back to that thing that's moving in the corner. I think we've got company.
That one can't fly.
Not moving anymore.
She just thumbs over at the unicorn Crash. It's like...
Right. Can I look around, like, anywhere to see if it's moving?
You notice over in the corner where it was, you notice there's a crack partially up the wall. Like, not very far, maybe like a foot, but it definitely seems like something buckled the ground. That guy is still standing there, not moving.
I have a mechanical question, real quick.
Yes.
Because he said, you guys get off the ground. Can I still use one of my chakrams if one of the other one's busy?
Yes and no.
Okay,
it
so
depends what you're trying to do.
Like, Crash has that harness on him. If I shoved my chakram up the back of his harness and just let him levitate slightly.
You don't.
I wondered where you were going with that.
I was a little worried myself.
Whole new meaning to teamwork. It's like a dangling Crash.
You don't know if the chakram have enough lift to pick him up. Because if you recall,
he's like tons, right?
Well, he's hundreds of pounds. But
Yeah.
if you recall, last time you blew your hero point for people to be able to take
That's
your
right.
your chakram and head on out. So you don't think it'll necessarily work.
Okay. I was just asking. I tried.
Okay. Now, one very important question for Halo. Can you bring me an energy drink?
Oh my god, what kind do you want?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. From the little fridge, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the bonus of her being here today. Normally I would have my son do it, but
All right.
hold
There's
on,
about
hold
to
on.
be some fourth wall shit going on.
The force is strong with me. All right.
So now what I should do is I should get someone who vaguely looks like Atlas, dressed exactly the same, and just kind of go, "Oh, could you just get me like that packet of crisps?"
Yeah,
and
right?
just have her
Yes.
appear on camera here as well. Oh, yeah, cheers.
The shirt is from Target in case anyone needs to get the outfit.
I don't think we've got a Target here in the UK.
All right.
Really?
All right. So, Crash,
We've got
what are you
similar.
doing? Like, she says turn around, and you very distinctly hear,
Yeah,
and you can understand what she did.
yeah.
Like,
Crash was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, you don't hear the animal suffering anymore. It's just a quick whoop. And
Crash
there's
will,
that last sort of gurgly gasp.
Crash will turn back around and put his hand on Halo's shoulder. You did good.
Just teary eyes, looks up at him and nods. Like, she's not
Liberator.
supposed to be here.
Liberator
Not my
wants
date.
to grab the mask of this thing that's in front of him and just take it off.
Just grab the mask, pull it off.
The head goes with it.
No.
Oh.
There's a man there. Young, probably early 20s. Actually kind of handsome, buzz cut, military sort of buzz cut. Clean shaven. Blue eyes gone kind of milky. Skin super pale to the point of almost bluish.
I want to check for a pulse.
How you doing that? You like going for the neck? You taking his hand?
Yeah, just going for the neck.
He's not even warm. Like he's room temperature, if that.
I'll check.
Alright, do you want to check this one, Halo?
Yeah, Halo doesn't move away from Crash. She just kind of like, just looks over at him and I'll scan him.
There's no mind there.
No white noise either?
There's nothing.
It-
You just scan right through him. There's nothing there.
Crash looking at this person. Is he touching the ground?
Yes, he is.
You want to lift him up, see what's underneath him?
Halo just. There's nothing in there.
Well, because there's cracks coming from him.
Crash says that. Liberator grabs the man on either side and just picks him up. And blood pours out from the bottom of his feet. Just pours. Like someone just turned on a faucet. As just these two holes about the size of an energy drink can just let blood just pour out like literally faucets.
Ooh.
And it just starts going all over the floor.
Nah. Is there like a shelf or a counter or something that I can like kind of shove Crash towards because he needs to get off the ground?
He does that, and you briefly see, all of you briefly see, out from the bottom of his feet.
Halo hovers.
I think Liberator would, without standing on ceremony, just toss the body aside and punch into the ground.
Right?
He just tosses the body. Oh shit. Liberator, give me a, let's call it a will save.
This is gonna end so well.
Oh god.
Alright, where's my will? It's not bad, to be fair. It's but I have to roll better than that, so that's gonna be a 13.
Okay. So Liberator's very clearly freaked in that sort of startled way. That happens. He lifts it up. You guys all see something suck out of those holes, like something tendrily just down into the ground. Like Halo, you're like whoop, like up in the air. Crash, you kind of see it.
I'm kind of body checking Crash too, like, you know, like fucking get away.
And
yeah.
Liberator just throws it. Just has the guy
Crash.
And in a brief moment, oh no, because he's still in the cooler part.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forget.
Forgetting his strength. Like through the wall, out in the street. You're not sure the body is certainly no longer obeying how biology works.
Skyrim ragdoll.
Fortunately, that it is now more of like bones and flesh in a rubber suit.
That's gonna look good.
And then he just punches the ground. Liberator, give me an unarmed roll.
All right.
Unarmed attack roll. Crash, what are you doing as he tosses this body and punches the ground?
He will also punch the ground. Because
like where you are, or you
yeah.
going over to punch the same spot?
He's gonna
24 for me.
He's not gonna put right where he's at because there's a body there. He will move forward toward Liberator and just start punching because he sees the cracks. He'll follow the cracks and start punching.
Yeah. All right, give me an unarmed roll.
Ooh, that's a 24.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. Snap.
All right. Like, Crash just starts punching the ground, you know. Liberator tosses that, and then the shockwaves shatter the cooler doors, like that spider sort of almost like safety glass sort of shattered. You can feel the shockwaves as these two immensely powerful people just hit things. Halo, you kind of float back.
Yeah. Dodging debris.
And smash the ground. Giant holes clearing the dirt. And pull up your hands. There's just a tangle of smashed roots
Ooh.
Underneath, going through the foundation, going through the cement, just spider webbing out. Just
Bit of a root problem.
I have an idea. I think I might know what's going on here.
Too many of me. Can't think straight. It burns so bad.
Halo?
Mm-hmm.
It burns so bad.
I think this forest is sentient.
It's something, all right.
Can you try?
you and me. Fuck. Yeah.
I think these guys have come here. They've attacked the town. They've set the forest on fire, and the forest has fought back.
You realize what you sound like right now, right?
Have you got another explanation?
The forest, and she's about to like make fun of what you're saying, like the forest fought back, and then she catches Crash, her magical rhino friend, and goes, "Yeah, I'll go check." Like,
unicorn, hello.
yeah, right. And I will fly out. I'll fly out of the gas station, and kind of up, like, basically in the town, you know.
So you start flying out to hover above the street, kind of roughly where you guys are.
Just so I can have like a general point of view.
Liberator, what are you doing while she floats on out?
I need to start figuring out how to put this fire out. If my hunch is correct, then this thing is reacting out of pain, and we need to put the fire out. And I don't know how, so I'm probably just where. I mean, that's what I was thinking. But where is the nearest body of water?
Hold on. I need to check something real quick. First off, we'll start with Crash, buddy.
Yeah.
Make me an expertise magic roll.
Oh, thank you. I was actually going to ask that.
And Liberator.
Oh, and that
give me a
20.
technology roll.
Oh,
I got 24 and that 20.
Nice.
yes.
All right.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay, technology that's only a 16 for me.
Okay.
Hey, it's a nat 10. Woo!
It's half a nat 20.
Yeah.
I am
All right.
decidedly average.
So she floats on out, and Liberator, you're kind of like trying to figure things out, and you've developed this theory, and you can't look at the body you just launched, obviously. So you look back at the one rubber suit, insulated, fire resistant. Those are fire resistant gloves. The shield is insulated. You're looking at it, and just kind of on the hunch, you try and you kind of look at the gloves, and you look really, really closely, and there's kind of a weird sort of rainbow slick residue on the gloves.
These fuckers set the fire.
Okay. Crash.
Yep.
He starts talking about the forest being sentient, and Halo's like, and then you suddenly just kind of stop. It could be, the spirits are everywhere. If there's a spirit in these woods, or a spirit of these woods, some sort of spiritual being very similar to yourself, who's connected to this land, it could be reacting out of pain. It could be doing kind of what Liberator did a moment ago, trying to swat at something that's hurting it. you might be able to communicate with it. You might be able to try to reason with it. I mean, the spirits, I mean, as a being partially of spirit yourself, like, all right, so Halo, you fly on out. Hold on to.
Does Crash? Do you say anything about what you just realized about like magic and talking to it and everything?
If I can, absolutely. Like, I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, you can definitely say something. I assume she started floating out. Like, you were thinking about the like, you could certainly catch her before she gets out there. Depending on if you're like, oh wait a minute, I have something to say. Like, you can certainly do that. But she's making her way out as you're kind of coming to the realizations that,
hey,
Liberator isn't sounding particularly crazy.
No, this makes sense. I think I can talk to it. The roots, the trees. And he'll put his hand on the roots calmly. And then he has one of his advantages is animal empathy. But it's not really an animal, it's more, but he's going to try to do that and start like saying, hey, we're here to help.
I'm going to wait to see if that works.
So you kind of
if not, I have a plan B.
Out the door, and you're like, Liberator. Like, you kind of look and you see the residue, and you're like, oh, these assholes are setting the place on fire. What are you doing while Crash kind of puts his hand down in one of the holes you guys made to kind of touch those roots?
I'm gonna probably go back out into the street, and I'm gonna look around. And I'm going to start kind of racking my brain, A, to know where the nearest body of water is, and B, if there's any sort of recipient that could serve a purpose. I'm kind of grasping at straws of kind of going, how are we going to put this out?
Give me...
How fast can you fly?
Hold on. John, give me a technology or an insight roll.
Okay, so which is going to be better? Technology will be better. Nah, it's going to be 11.
You're trying to think, like, the firefighters are professionals. They clearly kind of know what's up with about this fire. So presumably they'll be bringing in like the planes to start dropping like water, doing that thing. Like, this is not the first forest fire that's ever happened, but there's something. I mean, the town hasn't caught fire yet, so there's something strange about this fire that's making you kind of question whether you would even put it out in a typical way. You know what I mean? So you're like, you get out there and you're trying to rack your brains about it, and just kind of just trying to like sort things out. I do need you to give me a perception roll, though, Liberator.
Oh dear God, 17. My rolls have gone to shit.
Crash, I will let you make me a persuasion roll, or if you want, you can give me an expertise magic again.
I'll go with expertise magic. It's one higher.
Okay. Just because it's more kind of like spiritual, ritualistic-y sort of.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay. Halo, what are you doing while he's trying to commune with the roots?
I want to wait to see if it works, because if not, I have a plan B to hook him up with the roots. But I'm gonna look and see if there's any corporate looking anything, because my brain is going, if they have hazmat suits to protect themselves from the fire, they have to have some sort of chemical to put the fire out for emergency reasons, right? So like, I'm gonna start looking around the town for something not of the town. Does that make sense? Like,
okay,
yeah.
So you're gonna give me a perception roll, Halo.
Gotta get to my sheet. Perception plus tab roller. Too many tabs open. 19.
Okay. So, and what did you get on your perception again, Liberator?
It was a 16, I do believe.
Okay, that's it. All right, so Halo kind of flies on out, and you're just kind of hovering there, like kind of arms crossed, like trying to think, looking out at the fire, thick smoke over everything. And mind you, it's still nighttime, so it's just a couple streetlights, that kind of ash fall everywhere. Like, you know. And you're just kind of closing your eyes and you're just kind of like thinking. In Halo, you kind of get floating on out. You look around, and you can see this ashfall has gone on for a bit, right? Mm-hmm. Not like super long. It's certainly like picking up. But you're looking around, and you're thinking about everything. And now that you have kind of like a view of the town, mm-hmm. right? You look around, and you realize that none of these buildings or even the trees here in town were lit on fire. The fire has been lit around the town. It's a big fire. The town is really intact. Like, there's something very artificial about just the pattern of the fire. Liberator, you're there. You see kind of Halo kind of floating around, kind of looking at stuff, and she kind of floats up a little bit higher, not quite to the smoke canopy, as it were. And she's looking around, you're kind of watching her. And then in the distance, and for the first time, coming from an actual direction. And you're kind of like thinking about that. And then you kind of think for a moment, Liberator. Almost you and Halo at the same time. You kind of look over to her, kind of partially to think about what she did it, but something occurs to you. You know what killed the guy in the cooler, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other guy was shot in the face. And you just kind of stop and you look at Halo. It's Halo, you suddenly kind of stop and think about the fact that that guy was killed with gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
Crash. What are you saying to it?
Saying, we're here to help.
There's no help. You guys start hearing this sort of echoing, and now that you have some of the knowledge that you do, the sound sounds like it's coming from the ground. It sounds like almost like there's speakers on the ground, or like you're hearing it from something in the basement.
We're talking to trees.
There's no... It burns.
Here, you can use my toughness, and he will just kind of try to push forth whatever toughness he can, his idea of toughness. It may not work. He has no idea. Crash is just like, here, help. Let me help.
Oh.
There's too many of me. There's too many there. Trying to burn all of me.
Well, let's get him. So he's talking to the roots.
No, time out.
But everybody can hear him over the comms because he doesn't know how they work.
I don't want to die.
So we can hear this, yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Where are they?
I don't want to die again.
don't want you to die again, so let's not.
That sound, is it coming from a distinct area? What, like flamethrower sound?
The rumble that we heard.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to fly off in that direction.
Whoa. Halo just tears off.
I think Liberator will go with. And I'm probably on the comms kind of going, Crash, we've got a lead. Do you want to catch us up?
All right.
Or tell it stop attacking humans. That'd be helpful.
We'll just stop.
Sorry,
attacking.
you broke up. You broke up a second there. Sorry.
What?
There's I don't know. She said something about attacking humans.
I don't want the woods to attack me. I am human.
We're here to help. And he'll like tap the root like friendly, and then he'll get up and he'll start following after those guys.
You guys get heading down the street a little bit, right? Going kind of at like Halo Crash speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Staying kind of grouped, not like super grouped, but together. So you head down the street. There's fire everywhere. Now, is your goal to get there as quickly as possible? Just get right to it to deal with it? Are you trying to come around? Are you even, in theory, trying to be sneaky?
No.
People don't realize that Crash is the sneakiest motherfucker here.
He really is.
He probably is, yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say sneaky, cautious.
Can I prepare an action?
To do what?
I have a suspicion that rumbling sound was either human vehicle or human flamethrower of some sort. If I see a flamethrower or vehicle of some sort, I would like to prepare an attack to like throw my chakrams, a non-lethal attack at either the flamethrowers or the vehicles. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you're all proceeding with caution, but not necessarily stealthily.
Right, because the minute if I see any of that shit going down, we're flinging.
All right. Everybody can give me a perception roll or an insight roll or an expertise roll of any variety. You pick an expertise and I will give you information connected to it. That is what I call the no shit roll. I will make your expertise work for the situation.
I want to do that. It's lower than my perception, but I want to roll it anyway.
I know, me too. I'm really torn.
Right? I'll roll perception. That's just the way it is.
All right, so that is going to be a 22.
What is the expertise you rolled?
Alien.
Gotcha.
I'm going to change my roll. Never mind.
Crash got a 28 perception.
Okay.
Maybe I don't want to change my roll. I don't know what to roll.
What did you roll?
I rolled alien.
Okay, cool.
23 alien.
Stepping. Oh god. Oh god. All right.
Wait. Why is John rolling expertise alien?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.